welcome everybody to the show. I'm Sherman Ray, and this is Lovin and Livin in Vegas, the podcast. Um, Welcome. It's Monday, folks. Excuse me. Before we get started, folks, I want to let you know I have got a terrible voice today. I mean, it's not just bad; it's terrible. Been suffering with a cold all weekend long. Between my wife and I, we have just we probably cornered the market on tissue paper and all that kind of stuff. But hey, we're here. So, and we're here Monday through Friday with the show. I'm going to adjust this a little bit. Here Monday through Friday, talking about the people, the places, trends, the things that really make Vegas what it is. And so I want to thank everybody. I hope you had a great weekend. I know I did not. I was in bed all weekend long. But, we're good. We're good to go. And we've got a lot of cool things on tap for you today. So, if I can find my glasses. There they are. So today, we're going to talk a little bit about the weekend. If you watched any TV this weekend, which I was sitting in bed all weekend long. You probably checked out the Raider game. So, we're going to talk a little bit about the Raiders. We'll talk about the Vegas Golden Knights. And there's actually an interesting story that's going on in the Vegas Golden Knights squad, and so we'll talk about that. Something happened. There was a new park opening on the west side of Las Vegas. I'm going to clean my glasses while we're talking here. I know. Is that TV? This is the. This is what happens when you get on live TV. You can't see, but I have to clean my glasses or I can't see. So we're going to talk about a new park opening on the west side. We're going to talk about Jesus Jara. Yeah, he's back in the news, folks. And then we're going to talk about some cool local stuff that's happening, especially because it's Christmas time. It's that Christmas time of year, and some cool things that are happening on in the valley. So, once again, my name is Sherman Ray. I'm the publisher of Lovin and Livin in Vegas magazine. And we've got some things we're going to be doing, folks. So the magazine's coming out in January. And really, we're thinking about a whole new branding thing here already. So we've already been thinking about this for quite a long time now. So this week, I'll be here this week. Next week, we actually want to be here. I'm going out of town for about about a week. And the reason why is I had a family member pass away. My brother passed away. So I'm going to be leaving town, and I'll be in California for about 10 days. For his funeral, but then we'll be back again next week, and we'll be talking a little bit about the final week of December, and we'll be talking about what's going to be going on in January. And so January, definitely we're having the magazine launch. We're very excited about the magazine launch. It's been a long time coming. Got some new sections we're actually adding in there, which I'm very excited about. This is very cool. So we're adding some new sections into the magazine, and you will actually get to check that out. If you would like to get a copy of the magazine, if you just want to get a free copy of it, all we ask you to do is send an email to info@lovinandlivininvegas.com. Oh, I know. Some of you are even saying, hey, what's going on with the logo thing now, right? So here it is, with the lower third here. So we just added that. We're probably going to make it bigger because it's a little small right now. I guess I can make it bigger. I'm going to make that bigger right now, as a matter of fact. So I'm going to make that just a little bit bigger. I know, so that way you can see it a little bit better. Okay. So, we're going to be, here, I'm going to move that over just a little bit more. There we go. So that way it's a little better. You can see that a little bit better. If you'd like a free digital copy of the magazine, right here, Lovin and Livin in Vegas magazine, send me an email, info@lovinandlivininvegas.com. It's info@lovinandlivininvegas.com, and we will get that in your hands, okay? Really will. I'm very excited about that, that we can be able to get that to you. And each quarter you'll get a new one. You'll get updates on some of the events that we're going to be doing. Matter of fact, we're having a launch party in January for the magazine. And I brought my coffee just because I knew I was going to have an issue with my voice here this morning. So we're going to be having a launch party And the only way you're going to know about it, besides watching the show, is I'll send you an email. Send you an email, and you can actually get a copy of that. Or you can go on our website, and of course, you can check out our website all the time. And that's lovinandlivininvegas.com. Oh, I'm going to move that over too, because I'm sorry, I just changed everything. Let's go website. There we go. Here, we'll move that up just a little bit. And you can check that out. So, very excited about it, folks. So let's talk about some cool stuff that's going on today. So many of you know who this guy is, this grand old man. This is Santa Claus. You can ride the Santa Express in Boulder City this holiday season. And if you've not done this, folks, you really should do this. This is so very cool. That the Nevada Southern Railway is once again offering its annual Santa Express train for the season. Organizers say the guests of the Santa Express will experience a magic of riding historic trains at night. Now, this is cool, folks. I'm going to bring this back out. There we go. Here, I'm sorry about this, folks. We've been testing a new system here, and I just want to make sure we actually get our stuff here. Oh, there it goes. There I am. Okay, so I'm gonna move my name over. I should have never done this. I should have never messed with this thing. I knew I was gonna do this, but I should have never. This is why you never mess with anything while you're on TV. Okay, so if you're going to Boulder City, which my wife and I probably don't do as much now as we used to do, but you can go out to Boulder City and you can actually check out all the cool stuff at Boulder City. Now, Boulder City is a whole different world. I mean, it's just a whole different world to itself. And when you go out there, you're probably able to see things that you normally wouldn't see. Like you won't see any casinos out there. You will see a lot of motorcycles. You'll see a lot of hikers. You'll see a lot of people who you normally wouldn't see here in Vegas. And these are the folks who leave Vegas and say, I'm getting out of town. Just getting out of town. So a lot of antique malls, that kind of stuff. It's very, very rustic, very cool. Reminds you of Old Town, Anytown, USA, with no casinos. But it's literally, it's closer from my place, and I live on the west side of Las Vegas. Not the historic west side, but on the west side of Las Vegas. It is closer from my place, which is a Rainbow area, to Boulder City than it is from my place in the Rainbow area all the way up to Mount Charleston. It's that close. So it's literally closer. It's part of Vegas. It really is. It's our Vegas little brother, little sister. So they've got a Santa train out there. They've been running it for a long time. But if you'd like to go out there, organizers say that guests the Santa Express will experience the magic of riding historic trains at night. Each 90-minute excursion includes a photo opportunity with Santa, storytelling, hot chocolate, and maybe you bring a little bottle with you, like a chocolate, cookies, pajamas are optional, organizers say. The tickets start about $30 a person, and you can go to the Santa Express, which is very cool. And they say the offer will be so they just started it. Literally, they started on the 3rd of December. It'll be the 3rd, 4th, 10th, 11th, 17th, 18th, 21st, 25th of December. And they have the boarding times too. We will post this on our Facebook page and on our website so you can check it out because it's always fun. I mean, it's just fun to do things like this. This was the great Santa ride at nighttime. How many of you have ever gone out of Vegas at nighttime? Yeah. Okay, so if you've gone out of Las Vegas at nighttime, then you'll know what this is. Okay. Or excuse me, during the day. This is called gridlock in Vegas. And who would have ever thunk this? So this is, we posted a story about the I-15 and when to not leave Las Vegas. We posted this on our website at lovinandlivininvegas.com, or you can just put livin in Vegas or .com, and you can get to our website also. We posted an article about this maybe a month ago about hacks that every Las Vegan should know. Okay, and this is really important that you understand this. Is there certain things you don't do in Vegas? If you are a Las Vegas, you're a true Las Vegan. Okay, you don't leave Vegas on certain days of the week. Okay, generally it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You just don't leave. Okay, you can leave Sundays. Okay, you're still going to be in traffic, but it's a lot worse Thursday, Friday. Okay, just don't do it unless you're flying. Okay, if you're flying, then just any day of the week is fine. So this is what I'm going to show you the picture again. So this is what the interstate I-15 looks like if you pick one of those days. Okay, and it's been this way for a long time. So we've complained about this to our governor, and finally they are addressing the problem. A new interstate effort might cut down infamously long commutes and supply chain issues between Southern Nevada and California Governor Steve Sisolak. California Governor Gavin Newsom held a joint press conference Sunday morning to announce a new direction after California transportation officials in October said the agency did not have any projects on the books to widen the I-15 or address traffic at state line. And that was a problem because they didn't even have a plan. I guess they didn't think there was a problem. What? Really? There's always been a problem between this. On holidays, traffic can be packed 25 to 30 miles, not minutes. 25 to 30 miles or more between Las Vegas and California. And now what they're doing is California said, we told California, you need to step it up. You see, on the Nevada side, we already have 3 lanes of traffic that are going into California. California only has 2 coming into Nevada. So 3 on one side, 2 on the other side. That's called a bottleneck. That's a problem. Something's not meshing there, okay? California needs to step it up. We need a better partnership to address long-standing issue that candidly has not been addressed for years and years, Newsom said. Okay, so what's going to happen is evidently they're going to start working on this to lessen this load. It's not going to happen overnight, but it is going to be something that is going to be addressed. So thank you so much, California. I guess they're upset because we've taken half your people, and we've taken your Raiders, and it looks like we're going to get your Oakland A's too. Yeah. Speaking about the Raiders, our Raiders unfortunately lost this weekend. Yeah, they did. This is a sad story because the Raiders looked so good over against the Dallas Cowboys. They beat the Dallas Cowboys. It was a close game at the end, but it was not as close with the Washington football team. The Raiders lost 17-15, the lowest scoring affair, but it really wasn't that close, folks. The Raiders looked like they were going to try to pull it back at the end of the game. And they missed the field goal. It is what it is, The Raiders are now, what's our schedule now? The Raiders are 6-6. Washington 6-6. We are right in the middle of, we're right dead. We are that close to getting into the playoffs. And we may not make it this year, okay? But keep your fingers crossed, folks. Keep your fingers crossed that something happens on other ends, that the football gods will look down on us kindly, and we'll make it to the playoffs, okay? Wouldn't that be great to have football? We're an NFL town now, but for us to actually have an NFL team on our first year of us actually fully being open to actually being, that would be so cool. So cool. But we did make it. Okay. Have you heard of badges and bows? Las Vegas law enforcement kicks off holidays with badges and bows toy drive. Okay, Las Vegas area law enforcement got in the holiday spirit Sunday with a charity event to help kids. So this is actually a pretty cool story too. Um, Metro Police and Nevada Department of Corrections finished up the year with its badges and bows toy drive. Um, and our Metro has done our Metropolitan Police Department, our police department, fire department, all of our first responders have done such a fantastic job, especially in the last couple of years. Have just really stepped up and done some cool things for the community. This is just another thing that they've done. A toy drive, they do boot drives, they raise money, they do all kinds of things that are just incredible cool. The drive collected toys for the St. Jude's Ranch for Children at the Walmart Supercenter in Centennial Hills. The goal is to fill a bus with gifts for kids in foster care and homeless youth. Very cool. So Santa was there. It was just one of those cool events. And had I not been sick, folks, I'll tell you, this hit me. Many of you probably can look back at our show on Thursday of last week, and you can see I was already getting this cold. And I was getting it from one of my granddaughters, and they got me sick. They did. So just want to thank everybody for just keep me in prayer, folks. Keep me in prayer because I'm hurting, and we've got a magazine to put out. We do. Matter of fact, let's talk a little bit about the magazine. So the magazine, Lovin and Livin in Vegas magazine, coming out January 2022. Very excited about it. We're adding some new sections in it. As a matter of fact, we're going to be talking a little bit about food. Okay, so some of you probably, well, that's pretty cool actually. Especially here in the desert, there's some cool things. If you don't know, my past, I actually used to own a restaurant, and so I'm not going to say I was a chef, folks. I was not a chef, but I can cook. I mean, I can throw some things together. And so we're going to be talking a little bit about some recipes in the magazine that I think you will. They are specific to Las Vegas, specific to the desert. I think you're going to like that. Okay. Of course, there's some stories about some of my favorite people. I asked a question on Facebook last night. The question was, who was the sports announcer, college sports announcer, who said the infamous phrase, "Whoa, Nelly"? Okay. That was the question because I couldn't remember who it was. And literally within an hour, one of my good friends who's in the magazine, Russ Langer. So Russ Langer, if you don't know who Russ is, you will find out who he is. Russ is actually the voice of the Las Vegas Aviators. And he's also the voice of the UNLV football team, or UNLV baseball, I believe. Russ has been with the Aviators for 17, 18, 19 years now. I got to find out. I'll double check to see how long he's been there. A long, long time. And so Russ, I should have just asked him first. Russ, who is the voice of the... Who's that? He came up with it like that. It was Keith Jackson. I know, some of you already knew. But it was Keith Jackson. And, but I thought that was so cool. People like that are in the magazine. Stories about cool things that I think you are just going to be so excited about. So be sure to get that. If you would like a copy of the magazine, okay, it's really easy, folks. All you got to do is send me an email. Send the email to info@lovinandlivininvegas.com. info@lovinandlivininvegas.com, and we will send that to you when it comes out. Okay, so definitely get back to that, folks. All right, let's see if I can get back. Oh, there we go. All right, got a few more things. Okay, for those of you, let's get to a story that is going to make you. So there is many of you probably heard of Chet Buchanan. Okay, I want to get to this because Chet is doing just a great job out there. So Chet Buchanan is doing the 20th. Chet Buchanan is actually a radio talk show host here in Las Vegas. He's been part of KLUC for many, many years, 98.5. He has been doing a toy drive for 23 years. Now, he took a couple of years off a while back, but he's back on. He is now on, what day is he on? Is he on day 8 or something like that now? I mean, he started a thing on December 2nd, I think. No, he started this the toy drive for a couple days ago. I remember when he first started. Anyways, um, he has been doing the 23rd annual 98.5 KLUC Chet Buchanan Show Toy Drive presented by the Venetian Resort now. Okay, on December 2nd at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And he's been doing this for a long time, folks. We want to encourage you to go out to the NV Energy Building. Okay, so and we're going to post this on our Facebook page also. Go out to the NV Energy Building, 6226 West Sahara, and look for the 30-foot scaffolding that's on the property. I think it's on the west side of the property. There's a big scaffolding out there. And you'll see trucks out there. You'll see people out there. Cameras are all out there. Chet will be at the top of the scaffolding, sitting out there, doing his radio broadcast, running around the thing, trying to stay, because he's going to get cold now, because it's going to start getting cold. But we encourage you to go out there and be a part of that. Give toys. Give generously. They're raising money. They're raising toys, all for kids that just don't have it, folks. So we really encourage you. Go out there. I'm going to put that back up. Let's put that back up there one more time. The Chet Buchanan, the 98.6 KLUC. Chet Buchanan Show Toy Drive, okay? It's go to the NV Energy Building, 6226 West Sahara, and go out there and just give, okay? Really do. So that's very cool. Now, there's a story. I did not get the background on, but I'm going to... So, one thing first. So, first and foremost, the Vegas Golden Knights. So, the Vegas Golden Knights beat the Calgary Flames 3-2 on Sunday night. Okay, yay! So we won again. So Vegas is back on a win streak with the Vegas Golden Knights. So I'm drinking coffee here, folks. But so very excited. Max Pacioretty scored, and the guy, his name is Evgeny Dadonov. Okay, I think I got it right. Scored his 7th goal season. And Max Pacioretty. It's funny, you didn't think these names are tough. These are tough names, okay? I'm a guy from Jersey. A Jamaican from Jersey, right? And, but the interesting thing about it is a story that and this is, oh gosh, should I do this? Yeah, I'm going to do the story anyways. So the story is that the Winter Olympics is coming up. And Robin Lerner, says that he may not go to represent in the Winter Olympics. Don't quote me on this, okay? I got to get the story. It's an ongoing story. I'm going to follow up on it, find out exactly what the end, because I just saw it. I just saw the story on it. And should I even look it up? I'm going to look it up right now, okay? Robin Lerner. Winter Olympics. Okay, so the story as it goes. Yep, that's it. Okay. So, Robin Lerner, this is actually from quite a few sources now, that Robin Lerner becomes the first NHL player to opt out of the Winter Olympics from Las Vegas. So, this is interesting, folks. I'll tell you, this might become a trend. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it's not. But this may become a trend in what's going on with the Winter Olympics. A lot of people are very upset. I mean, they're very upset with the fact that China's got some issues. Okay, just saying. So, will it become an issue? Find out. But I saw the story. I wanted to make sure I said something about it because that's news. I mean, that's huge. Now, why is this so huge about Las Vegas? Well, Las Vegas was the first territory that became a state during the Civil War. Okay, 1905. Okay, right after the Civil War, we became a state. We are a rebellious state. We became the first state with gambling. We became the first state that did all that kind of stuff. We are a rebellious state. We generally lead the country with things like that. Now, as of late, we haven't. We've kind of been a following California. But this is very relative to what Las Vegas is. It's very relevant to who we are as a state, and it's in keeping with what we do. So, Robin, Robin, you came to the right place. This is Vegas. If something like this is going to happen, it's probably going to happen with Las Vegas. So, man, I'm just pretty excited about that. Okay, we are not going to have time. Okay, I'm going to just allude to this. Okay, let's talk about the Candy Cane House in Henderson. There's a Candy Cane House in Henderson. Folks, if you've gone to our website, you've actually seen a list of a map of all of the really cool light displays in Las Vegas. This is yet another one, okay? Las Vegas, how about exploring Christmas tree and holiday holiday wonderland for a good cause? A Candy Cane House in Henderson boasts more than 49 themed trees, 18,000 lights. Every room is themed to match the lights, such as the Candy Cane Room, with all the red, white, lights. Classic Christmas room with elves, green and red lights. Gingerbread tree. Organizer Victus Cardenas said, I wonder if he's part of the Cardenas family. We'll find out. Said he was inspired to decorate the house as a way to show gratitude for his experiences and give back to the community. I bet you it is Cardenas. I thought so. Isn't that funny? Now, you're going to learn things here, folks. I think you're going to learn a lot more being a part of this page than you think. Why? Because a lot of us who are on this page have been here in Vegas for years. I've been here in Las Vegas since 63. Okay? I said it out loud. Yeah. 1963. Yeah. So, you're going to learn a lot. Don't worry about it. As things go along, you're going to learn a lot more. That's why we love living in Vegas. We really do. And we want to encourage you to be a part of the show. We're actually going to be launching our podcast. It'll be on podcast platforms. Right now we do it video, but we're actually going to be launching it as a podcast. So if you want to just hear my voice, my dulcet tones, then you'll be able to do that also. We actually just worked on the pilot for that this weekend, and so you'll start getting those podcasts pretty quick because we'll actually put this show and future shows on that platform. You can get that. You'll probably be able to get that eventually. You'll be able to get that on pretty much every platform. Definitely, you'll be able to get it on our website, and we'll post links to it all over the place, folks. I think you will think it is so cool. So we'll be back again tomorrow for the show, and I think you're gonna think it's once again you'll think we're the coolest thing in the world. Excuse my voice one more time, folks. This has been Sherman Ray for Lovin and Livin in Vegas, the podcast. We will see you again tomorrow morning, 8:30 to 9, for another rousing story of the Lovin and Livin podcast. This has been Sherman Ray. We'll talk to you soon.